Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gravette High School Volleyball Madness Tournament. I'm Brody Bohannon, and I'm alongside Cash May, and this tournament is one of the funnest, best, most exciting tournaments hosted at Gravette High School.
Absolutely. I think this is honestly my highlight of the week leading to spring break. You know, I really enjoy getting to, honestly, getting out of class is awesome, but also getting to come and watch your own March Madness in your own high school. But, obviously a different sport. But I have a lot of fun with this. It's a great experience. I'm glad we have a great crowd for it. And let's play some freaking volleyball.
And the first game is going to be They Not Like Us, the #1 overall seed in the tournament, taking on the Gravette Guardians. Now, you got a chance to talk to They Not Like Us and Shannon Moots. They're going for a three-peat. What is on their minds coming into this tournament?
I did get to talk to Miss Moots. The mindset they have is win. I think that they are embracing the villain role that they have because they're going for that three-peat. They said they only see one team that could give them a problem, and that's the Brew Crew, the 2 seed. And their strategy for that is to just completely shut down Coach Masters. Their goal is to get the ball away from Masters, make sure that they do not get the ball in the hands of Laney Chilton or Coach Masters because, in their opinion, those are the only two that can actually pass the volleyball. So if they get it to anybody else, they think they'll be fine. Other than that, they've been doing some things like the trash talk. They've been getting in the heads of their opponents. They also kind of talking about, that Brew Crew rivalry again. They think of it as a old-fashioned Cowboys 49ers type rivalry. A little bit of bad blood. And on top of that, they really went there. They are a non-NIL team, as the Brew Crew definitely supplied their own jerseys. So I think this will be a fun matchup. As for the Guardians, I'm going to be honest, they don't stand a chance. They really don't. I mean, this is going to be some, March Madness Cinderella stuff. If I have my March Madness bracket pulled up right here.
Oh, yeah. Let me get mine out real fast.
If I had to compare this to a game on this bracket right now, oh, my goodness, stop doing that. If I had a game that I could compare this to right now, I would say this is like a Purdue High Point if they upset it. I would say this is a Florida Norfolk State if they upset it. This is a St. Peter's when Big Doug was there.
Yeah.
So I think if this upset happens, it'll be a really, really, really fun game, but it's not going to happen most likely.
Yeah, and we're just about underway as Cameron Bedwell is just about to serve for the Gravette Guardians, and we are underway in game one as
we have some confusion.
Looks like confusion hasn't started yet. This They Not Like Us team, they are easily comparable to last year's UConn Huskies men's basketball team. They're looking for another championship and just absolute dominance. There's the set, and it is going to be short. Boy tried to spike it there, and the Guardians take a 1-0 lead here.
I'm telling you right now, Brody, this crowd is going to love it when Miss Moots' team messes up. We're going to hear a lot of cheering when this team does not do what it's supposed to do, but it's not going to happen a lot.
And Miss Moots is going to tap that one over, and it's 1-1. And, man, it is March, so anything can happen as,
Absolutely.
Anything can happen in March. It's always exciting.
You could realistically see Brian Bearden be a high flyer in a situation like this, but it's not going to happen. There goes Josh Crane. Oh, my goodness.
And that one's going to be hit over. Josh Crane gets another good tap on that. Moose keeps it alive. They set it up.
Oh!
And that point is going to go to the Gravette Guardians.
So fun.
Smart heads-up play there. I'm surprised they're not using Kais Patton in the ways they want to. They want him on the front row, and they want him to be an animal.
Yeah, another thing I talked to them about is how they're going to use Kais. And they said he has a pretty big role. I thought that they would use him for, spiking and, easy hits like that, but so far that's not the case. He's kind of sitting back. He's playing.
Michael Bassing tries to save that one, but it goes out of bounds, and the Guardians take a 3-1 lead. Moot sets that one up to J.D. Beam, and that one is hit over. Brian Bearden watches that fall inbounds.
Josh Crane does not like that call. Kinsley Burrow and Josh Crane going at it right now.
I think that was clearly in. I mean, I'm sure Stevie Wonder could have saw that one inbounds there, so it's 3-2 now.
We obviously know from the past couple of years that Josh Crane will try to make this game go any way he can.
Yeah.
He will argue every single rule he can if it does not go his way.
And same thing with Brian Bearden in baseball.
That's basically Brian Bearden. Last night at the JV game, Bentonville West, saw the same thing. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun watching them get angry. It always is at a baseball game. But that's basically what we see in Josh Crane here.
That is an amazing job there. Moots wants a block, and it is going to be tipped by Crane, I believe. He doesn't like the call, and the point is going to go to They Not Like Us. It's a 4-3 lead. That serve is going to go off the front of the net, and we are all knotted up at 4 with 7:40 to go. These games are timed. It is 10 minutes, 10-minute rolling clock game. So it's 4-4. We got 7:30 left to go now. Josh Crane going to take his sweet time to serve the volleyball.
Beautiful.
Nice backspin on it. Kept alive by Miss Moots. Good job. Josh Crane going to hit that one over to the back. Moots sets it up for Boy. That one's in the air right to us. Look at that. Oh, what a catch by Cash May. That's going to go out of bounds, and it's now 4-5 as They Not Like Us will take the lead. Man, what an athletic play by you.
I bodied that up. Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. It
landed right here.
I bodied that up. That hit me right in the tummy.
That one's hit up, and Drake Madison's going to hit that one, but Josh Crane hits it up in the air.
Absolute power.
It will go out of bounds. Josh Crane trying to argue that, but there is absolutely zero chance he gets the call, and They Not Like Us takes a 6-4 lead.
Folks, in baseball terms, we call Josh Crane's power 80 grade. That is 80 grade power by Josh Crane.
That one's going to go
Still going
over
at
the
it.
net, and it is now a 1-point game. Man, Moots is making a little bit more mistakes than we would expect them to right now.
Can we call technical fouls in a volleyball game?
I don't know. I mean, who knows? We're making our own rules here at Gravette.
Whatever Crane needs to get it, he needs to get it.
As he tries to hit that one over, and Corey Briggs can't help him. So Moots back to a 2-point lead. Here's the serve by Boy. And Crane.
Josh Crane just trying to do too much.
It looks like he just tried to catch that one there almost. And he's going to – that one's going to be just short. So it's 8-6 now. The Guardians need to go on a little run here. But we've seen in March Madness games when teams go on runs and get momentum, they're tough to beat.
Exactly. And the way that Moots' team is playing right now, I'm going to take back what I was about to say.
As Drake Madison absolutely crushes that ball inbound, so it's back to a 2-point lead.
Good play, Drake Madison. As Taus Jones calls a timeout, he's going to meet with his team. Josh Crane's still arguing with the referee. Give him a technical foul.
As we have a timeout here. We would like to take a moment and thank Buffalo Wild Wings Let's Go Sports Bar for sponsoring this stream. And, you know, let's just talk about what we're seeing right now. We got an 8-6 game here. They Not Like Us in their huddle drawing up something here. I got a chance to talk to Josh Crane about his mentality going into this game and asked him what is it going to take to beat Moots. And he said that his mentality is above hers. And I asked him about Kais Patton, who is obviously a giant. He just got subbed out. He said that Kais is lucky there is a net there or I will block him out. So that's what he had to say. And JD Beam's going to serve this one. Cameron Bedwell there with the kill. Bedwell. That's a great job there, and it's 8. And I also asked Josh Crane about his March Madness bracket, and he said, I didn't do that. It's baseball season.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. That's awesome.
It's an underhand serve. Looks like a little miscommunications hit up there. Drake Madison will get that one over. Good play by Corey Briggs. And Moots will set something up here to Drake Madison, and he is absolutely destroyed by Brian Bearden. And we are all knotted up at 8 with 4:50 to play.
What a play by Brian Bearden. I told you,
he went
high flyer.
He went up high and down hard.
He maybe went 2 inches off the ground. Let's be real here.
Bearden up in the air to Michael Bassing, up to Miss Moots. JD Beam going to hit that one over lightly. Good play right here. Moots going to set up Boy. Good job keeping it alive. Briggs hits it over to the opposite side, and Crane can't get there. Almost took out the ref with him, and Moots takes a 1-point lead.
I'm telling you, man, Josh Crane has the intensity. He can match any intensity you play with. Yeah. He really can.
Briggs keeps that one up. Good play there, Bearden. And that's an outstanding play there. and it's 10-9. This game reminds me a little bit of the Drake versus Missouri game last night. You know, Moot started off with the momentum, but we're seeing the Cops here get more and more momentum on their side to keep things alive. It also reminds me of the Yale versus Texas A&M game. This Cops team just won't go away.
I agree.
And Cameron Bedwell absolutely destroys that one into the net, and it's 11-9.
I totally agree with the Drake-Missouri comparison, though. I think that Moots has a lot of momentum, as that Missouri team did. But Drake, is going to overtake it. Obviously, they haven't gotten to that point yet. But, I think that the underdog could actually take it here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I also think that our teacher team transfers, and that ball goes out. That's out.
And we are all tied up with 3 minutes to go. And as we said, it is March.
This is March.
The 1 seed versus the 8 seed
this
here.
Is March,
this is comparable to a 1 versus 16 in March Madness. Anything can go down
here. This is Norfolk State versus Florida right here. And a bad play by Josh Crane, man.
And you see the Cops here, the Gravette Guardians just making some costly mistakes that keep putting Moots back up. I wonder if that will happen in the actual Florida versus Norfolk State game today.
I hope not. I have Florida winning. I really hope that doesn't happen. I have Florida going to my round of 32, but then I think Maryland's going to upset them in the Sweet 16.
Ooh, I like that pick. Maryland looking hot right now, and also getting a little hot is the Gravette Guardians here as they just tied up the game as we got 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Josh Crane getting the okay from Coach Chouse Jones, and he hits that over the line. That's going to be out, and it's 13-12 with about 2 minutes to go. This first game is coming down to the wire.
This is a you know what this is reminding me of? Michigan, UC San Diego.
Oh, yeah, that was a late game. Luckily, I got to see a lot of that one, and man, UC San Diego did an awesome job coming back. They just came up just short as Kais Patton can't get that one, and we're all knotted up again.
Man, I don't know if Moots was lying to us or something like that, but they are not using Kais Patton the way they said they were going to use Kais Patton.
No, he is not. You can tell his inexperience. He's a first-year player.
It's getting to him.
You can tell it's getting to him. As we see in March Madness, man, those young players sometimes fold in the pressure situations because they've never been in them. And Miss Moots is going to make a mistake there, and the Gravette Guardians have taken the lead with 1:15 to go here, folks.
That could have been costly. This could have been a really costly mistake by Shannon Moots.
If the Cops get a point here, it is going to be huge for them. Moots, and they not like us, really can't make a mistake here.
Josh Crane gets it. Crane is just an athlete.
Over to JD
Beam.
Toss that one up, and we have a net violation called on Cameron Bedwell as the point will go. We are all knotted up with under a minute to go here. This is what March is made for. It is going to come down to the final play. JD Beam serves it. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
And with 35 seconds to go, the Guardians take a 1-point lead.
This is crazy, ladies and gentlemen.
It is going to come down to this play.
And we are stalling.
Moots can take a timeout here, but they're not. He's going to serve it. 20 seconds to go. If the Guardians win here, if the Guardians get a point here, it's all over.
It's out.
It is
out.
My
goodness.
And my goodness. Time's going to tick out, and it looks like Moots is going to go out in the first round.
First round exit. First round exit.
With 8 seconds to go.
Oh, my goodness.
Serves it over. It goes out with 4, with 3, with 2. This is March.
Oh, my
Expect
goodness.
the unexpected.
Moots.
The Gravette Guardians take out the #1 overall seed and will advance to the Final Four.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't think it could be done.
What an awesome job by the Gravette Guardians. They are moving on to the Final Four as they take out the #1 overall seed 15-14.
Oh, my goodness. This has become Norfolk State versus Florida.
This is
March.
This is
March. My goodness.
What an amazing job there by the Gravette Guardians as we will head on to our next game. It will be between Parker Geed and A for Effort, which is the teachers team.
Something about this teachers team.
And they're playing not like us, as they not like us just took a first round exit.
What a game.
Well, we should go
What
get
a game.
We need to go get Brian Beard for an interview. Come here, Brian Beard.
Get over here. Come here, man.
Here, do you want to interview him?
I'll interview him.
Okay.
I'll get him.
Here, take my mic here.
What are you doing? You're going the wrong way.
All right, here.
Yeah, I got you, dude.
Yeah, put this on.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here with me I have Gravette Guardians should-be team captain himself, Brian Bearden. First of all, I just want to ask, how does that feel? How does that feel?
Going out and taking a dub the first round, it's absolutely amazing. We played a good team. They were well coached. Shout out, big props to Miss Moots. She always has her team prepared and ready to go. Coach Paisley did a great job over there on the sideline. They just, they had a couple of kids that just decided not to listen to coaching, and, that can be a problem. I've seen that personally.
It can be. Now, this team, when we went and talked to him, said that Kais Patton was going to be a big role. Now, when you were watching this game, how do you feel he performed trying to fill those shoes, step into that role?
He turned out to not be the player they thought he was going to be. He was intimidated by our size and our height and basically our age and our experience. He knew we were coming for him, and he caved, just flat out, plain and simple.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest. I'm happy you won.
Me too. We wake up every morning and we know how great we are, and we had to tell everybody today how great we were, and by eliminating probably the number 1 seed.
You did.
We just beat Auburn.
I'm going to be honest with you. We were sitting over here comparing this Florida-Norfolk State.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You were an 8 seed taking out a 1 seed.
In the next 10 years, you'll never see this happen again.
No.
So take it and run with it. It's something magic happened today, and let's hope we can continue that magic going forward.
100%. Well, we appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.
Well, hopefully we'll see you in a minute.
Go Guardians.
Yep. Go Guardians. It's a tough one. You want to do an interview, Paisley? Paisley wants to interview.
Oh, Paisley, I got this one.
You got Paisley? Yeah, come take my spot.
This is going to bleed a little bit into the game. So, Gabe, this is going to bleed a little bit into the game. So you can cut it to that camera, and we can just keep the interview rolling. All right, Coach Paisley, well, we've seen in the March Madness tournament going on in basketball, anything can happen, and it seemed to catch up in this volleyball tournament. What went wrong for your team?
I felt like they weren't, hitting that well. They weren't running for the ball. They didn't. It just felt like they didn't really, work very hard.
Well, your mom said that your dad was tuning into the stream. What do you have to say to your dad and all of the fans that tuned in to watch you guys?
Hi, Dad.
All right, we thank you, Coach Paisley. And we'll get into this next game as we got an early lead here from Parker Geed. And one more question for you. What is going to be the mindset going into next year? What do you guys need to change in order to win the championship next year?
We need to run for the ball. We need to listen to what I say. The most thing that we need to do is run for the ball.
Mm-hmm. And we need new players.
And they need new players.
Yes.
It looks like some people will be getting cut next year. Well, we thank you, Coach Paisley, and good luck next year in the tournament. Cash, man, you can come back. As we are back here for this next game between A for Effort and Parker Geed, as Cash is just now coming back after that interview. That one is sent way over, and the A for Effort will get that point, so it's 4-2. And the Cash, we'll pull out a bit of our notes here. You got a chance to interview Mr. Griffith on A for Effort. So what did he have to say about his team?
So we talked a little bit about mindset here. The mindset that he has is have fun, but in his words, destroy the hearts and minds of former teammates who transferred to Moots' team. Who just
well,
took a
you just
first-round
saw the Moots' team, #1 overall seed, lost. The three-peat for them is over.
I think that, now what he should do is focus on having fun because their hopes and dreams were crushed by the cops. So I think just based off that, goal number 1 is accomplished. Other than that, in his words, wisdom will win today. Experience, no remorse, no mercy, no crawfish, and his favorite Louisiana dish is jambalaya. So
as that is going to be called out of bounds. So Parker Geed is up 6-3 here as Porter Bird will serve that one. Good play there by A for effort, and Parker Geed will try and set up something here. Good job there by Mr. Galloway as Cade Morris is going to hit that one to Coach Stelting. Back to Mr. Galloway, and that one's going to go out of bounds, and it is a 7-3 lead here.
Now, Brody, I have a question for you. Who is Parker Geed?
That's a great question. I think it may have to do with who just served the ball, Parker Petrie. And I got a chance to speak with him before the game, and he said we are locked in and we have lots of good players. He said that his confidence is rated 10 out of 10. He has no doubt that they won't lose, and he said that Raising Cane's is his favorite fast food.
It's a good pick. That's a really good pick. I'm going to be honest. That is a top 5 chicken strip.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with you.
That is a top 5 chicken strip. I'm going to be honest, too. That's borderline top 3 French fries, in my opinion. And
especially when they're salted well.
I really like Cane's French fries.
That one's going to be hit over, set up to Mackenzie Wolf.
You know what else I really like?
What do you like?
I love McDonald's.
I know you do.
I love McDonald's. McDonald's is one of, if not my favorite fast food places.
Mackenzie Wolf can't hit that one over to her teammates, and it is 8-5. A for effort, looking to storm back.
This A for effort team is definitely the underdog here, but this game is a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Hey,
especially seeing
we've seen some madness so far in this tournament, and we're only one game in.
We really have. If I had to give this game a comparison to a March Madness game, I really had to think about this one. I would say something similar to a Mississippi State Baylor or a Georgia Gonzaga.
So an 8-9 game. You don't really know what to expect, but anything can happen.
Yeah, you could think also a UConn Oklahoma, or you could say Kansas Arkansas. You could say that too.
Oh yeah, as Ada Nelson's going to get that ace there, and it's now 11-5. Parker Geed starting to pull away. The winner of this game will play the Gravette Guardians, who just took out the #1 overall seed, reigning back-to-back champions, as it is now 12-5, and it looks like Parker Geed starting to pull away here.
Yeah, this is becoming more of what I expected in my brain. Not looking too good for the A for effort right now.
Wow. Caden Morris almost had that one as Bree is taunting him, but she needs to check the scoreboard.
She does need to check the scoreboard. They're losing. They're definitely losing. I don't know what else to say there.
Jack Grimes going to hit that one to Bree, who gets up to Coach Stelting. Nice job there by Parker Petrie to get the point. 13-6. Man, this Parker Geed team is clicking.
They really are, and I'm going to be honest on that last one. I don't know what Mr. Galloway was fully doing there. He didn't seem locked in. You got to lock in for these games, man.
Man, that's an awesome job there. Mackenzie Wolf, she's only a freshman, but man, on Gravette Volleyball's like actual volleyball team, she's going to make a difference next year. She's
really
going to be a key player.
She really will. Lots of her teammates were confused. Were not confused, but surprised that she didn't get called up sooner in the year. She got called up for the district tournament, but a lot of her teammates were surprised she didn't get called up earlier. I really think that she'll be an X factor for this.
Yeah, I think she'll step up and be a leader for them next year. She is definitely going to do an awesome job for them, as that is an awesome play by Coach Stelting to get it over. And her brother, Austin Wolf, who is an all-conference defensive end in football, is going to hit that one out of bounds, and it's 15-7.
Yeah, I can't say the volleyball gene passed over to Austin here. I'm going to be honest with you. Mackenzie's got that, but Austin definitely doesn't. But Austin can play some football, let me tell you. Austin
Coach
plays football.
Stelting absolutely destroyed that, but it's an awesome job by Ada Nelson, who also plays for Gravette Volleyball, to keep that alive.
I think
but
Ada
the point is going to go to the teachers.
I think Ada will be a big part of the volleyball team next year as well. I really think she will.
Little miscommunication there as Porter Bird just looks confused. And it's 50-9 down to a 6-point game again as Bree's going to hit that one to Austin Wolf. Over to his sister, and then over to Ada Nelson. Hits that one over, back to Bree. Porter Bird's going to get that to Coach Stelting, who absolutely rips it. And Ada Nelson can't keep that one up, and it's 15-10 with about 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
I'm going to be completely honest with you here, Brody. Mr. Griffith has an underrated player in Matt Stelting.
Oh, yeah.
He really does. Stelting is looking really hot right now and is single-handedly, in my opinion, bringing this team back and within 4.
Yeah, after Jack Grimes' shank into the bleachers, it's now up to 4. Porter Bird hits that one to Mr. Galloway. And it's going to get over. Austin Wolf going to get that to Porter Bird. And Coach Stelting lays out but can't keep it alive. That's a great job by Porter Bird, as that was Mr. Halbert and Mr. Malott there, I think, trying to block him. But he does an awesome job getting it over them and getting the kill there. It's 16-11 now with 1:50.
Here's why A for Effort's going to lose this game. Mr. Halbert's wearing jeans.
Oh, no.
He's not putting in A+ effort. He's wearing jeans.
I think he has got a B for effort right now.
He might have a C+. I'll be completely honest with you here.
As he just hits that one out of bounds. Or actually, no, never mind. That was a serve that went out of bounds, so it's 16-12. Good job there. Grimes gets it over to Coach Stelting. Bird going to set it for Parker Petrie. And he is going to hit that out of bounds, and A for Effort cuts it to 3. Minute 12 to go. Coach Stelting here really having his March Madness moment, as he has been doing an awesome job for the teachers.
You can almost say that Coach Stelting is the Jack Golke of this team.
As Parker Petrie is going to absolutely miss that one. As Coach Stelting is going to hit the one over.
We've got to put up 2 here.
Parker Geed wants a timeout. 50 seconds left, and A for Effort has cut it to 1, and we have a timeout on the floor called by Parker Geed.
That, I'm not going to lie to you, Brody, that might have been a costly decision. I think they should have let the clock run.
Exactly.
I really think they should have let that clock run.
Yeah, but also what we talked about, what we've seen in March Madness is momentum playing a big key. We saw it with Missouri last night. Momentum is huge, and the A for Effort has all of it right now.
Correct. This is stopping their momentum.
So
but
Parker Geed needs to slow the pace of the game down. You got 50 seconds. You're only up 1. You need to play at your pace, and you need to stop any momentum that the other team has.
I agree. 100% without a doubt. Going back to the football days, 100% without a doubt.
And they need to find a way to stop Matt Stelting. He is really having his Jack Golke.
He's having a Jack Golke night.
Tournament moment.
He really is. He's having a Khalif Battle Gonzaga night, Jack Golke Oakland night, Big Doug St. Peter's night. Whatever you want to call it, he's having a night.
Over to Wolf, to Bird. Hits it over. Austin Wolf, an athletic play, but the teachers keep it alive. Bird over Mr. Halbert's head, and they get a 2-point lead. 36 seconds to go. If I'm Parker Geed, I would absolutely stall here.
Caden Moore's taking a sweet time, doing what they should do.
Good play there by Malott, and it's going to go down, and that was going to be the nail in the coffin.
That's going to be game.
20 seconds to go here. Clock is stopped. Do we have a timeout called? Looks like we have the wrong person. The rotation messed up here. 19 seconds to go. Clock is still stopped. Porter Bird. I don't know.
And they won't reset the clock.
Whoa. Oh, it looks like that point was to the teachers. And
so now it's a 1-point game.
It's a 1-point game. 19 seconds to go as Miss Likens will be serving. It's going to come down to this play. What a serve. Morris lets that in.
Oh, my goodness.
And with 12 seconds to go, it's tied up. And it's going to come down to this play. This is going to be the last play of the game. March moment right here in the air. Wolf up to her brother. Over to Mr. Malott. Hits it over. Mackenzie Wolf. Over in the air, Stelting, over to Porter Bird. They try and keep it up.
That was there. Oh, my gosh.
A for Effort.
Oh, my gosh.
March moment.
Oh, my gosh.
They complete the comeback and will move on to the Final Four. What a awesome job there. to complete the comeback and defeat Parker Geed.
Oh, my goodness.
March is really showing right now. We have back-to-back upsets.
Goodness. You're incorrect, but you're...
No, never mind. A for Effort was a 4 seed playing against the 5 seed Parker Geed. So they avoid the upset there. So they will take on the 8-seeded Guardians in the Final Four. Our next game is going to be the 2-seeded Brew Crew versus the 7-seeded Fly High. Now I got a chance to talk to Matt. Now I got a chance to talk to Fly High before the game. I got a chance to talk to Van Bowie. He said we may be bad, but we are going to win this whole thing. And I got to talk to another one of their players, Tua. He said they have zero ability. They are the worst team in the tournament, and they said that Tua is the worst at Fortnite.
I got a chance to talk to Holden Jeffries of the Brew Crew. Originally, when Miss Moots was still in this tournament, they were kind of focused on Moots. They said Miss Moots was cocky and that they were the better team. They had a better attitude, and they had a surprise for us. And their biggest thing they wanted us to know was you need to be in the stands for this game. And I honestly think the surprise is these jerseys. Look at these. These jerseys are absolutely awesome. I love these. But other than that, I really don't see a team that can stop this team now that Moots is out of the tournament.
Oh, yeah. And can we get Coach Stelting over here for an interview?
We should. We should get Galloway and we should get Stelting.
Yep, we have a minute. We have a minute to do so we'll go do that right now. Do you want to interview Coach Stelting or Mr. Galloway?
Stelting.
Okay, there you go.
I want Stelting. We're going to get Stelting, then you. Yeah, I'm doing it. All right. So joining me from the A for Effort team,
most valuable male
Matt
player
Stelting.
right here,
Some would say the Jack Golke of the teachers. Some would say the St. Peter's Doug of the teachers. Some would say the Khalif Battle of Gonzaga.
Just the bigger
of
guy.
the teachers. The bigger guy.
Version,
And I don't mean to throw your teammates under the bus, but how does it feel to single-handedly take this team to a win?
Yeah, it was pretty tough. The beginning, I wasn't having much fun.
Yeah.
Losing, sucked. But kind of just took control and said, give me the ball.
Right. And, you're a big guy, big, powerful guy.
Yep.
Able to move around the court well. What do you think, giving a positive note to your teammates, what do you think your teammates did well?
I think they battled,
Yeah.
They didn't go down to adversity. I mean, we were down 6 or 7 points over halfway through the game and came back and won. That's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Now, your next opponent will be the 8-seed Gravette Guardians with Josh Crane.
Yep.
We know that Josh Crane likes to talk.
Yeah, he'll complain about everything, Nothing too big.
Do you think that you'll let that get to you, or do you think you'll take advantage of it?
No, his talk is nothing,
Yeah.
Simple as that. And it felt really good to beat that team that we just beat because Austin Wolf talking all that trash, didn't even want me on his team.
Yeah, no.
And then look what happened.
Yeah, there you go.
Great stuff.
There you go. Well, we appreciate it, sir.
Great job over here.
We'll see you later.
Mr. Galloway. So now I'll get a turn to interview Mr. Galloway as you see on your screen, the Brew Crew absolutely cruising here. They're on a 3-0 lead. Now a 4-0 lead. This might get out of hand fast, but I'm here with Mr. Galloway, who pulled off the incredible comeback win.
It's true, I did.
How are you feeling about that? What was y'all's mindset when you were down 6?
I can only speak for myself. I don't know what was going on in everybody else's heads. I just know I thought we were going to lose, so I was like, I'm going to get. Who was on this headset before me?
Cash May.
It smells really bad.
Oh. Well, there you go. You smell bad, Cash.
And does he only have one sweat gland? It's like all the sweat is in one ear hole right here. This is disgusting. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, no. So I decided to just put it all out there. I thought we were going to lose. So I don't have anything left. I'm not going to play the next game. I'm sitting out. I gave it everything I had.
Well, that's good to know you gave everything you have. What do you have to say about your team? What is your message to your team?
My message
after a win
to my
like that?
team is joy, man. We have joy. It didn't matter whether we were winning or losing. We had joy. Joy wins in the – man, this smells really bad. Does he, does he like lick this while he's interviewing?
I guess we'll have to ask him about that.
Did he eat a sandwich made of like rotten meat and the bread was a dead dog? It's awful.
We thank you for your interview. And congratulations on the win.
Thanks,
And
man. You're doing great work over
game.
here.
Thank
Go
you.
GHS TV.
Let's go. And it is a 7-0 lead here for the Brew Crew, as you can really compare this game to a real 1 versus 16. This is looking like a Houston SIUE right here. Absolutely zero hope for Fly High, as this is just pure domination. Brew Crew really looking like a championship squad here. This right here is looking like 2024 Yukon Huskies. That is a sweaty headset, so I'd watch out. Yeah, I'd clean that off if I were you. Show it to the camera. You know, he's cleaning that off.
Thanks, Mr. Galloway. We love you.
And he said you smell really bad.
This thing it's still so sweaty. Oh my goodness, this is gross.
You weren't on the mic when I said this, but this game really right here is comparable to Houston versus SIUE.
Yeah.
Absolutely zero hope for the lower seed.
Yeah,
here
this is looking kind of like UCLA, Utah State right now.
As Brew Crew takes a now 8-0 lead, man, they are really they really look like 2024 UConn.
Yeah.
Absolutely championship built roster and giving teams absolutely zero hope.
I agree. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good.
It is out 9-0. And when Tua on Fly High said that they have zero ability and they are the worst in the tournament, I mean, heck, he may not be. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all. That was luck completely right there. Oh my goodness, Brendan McCarthy.
Oh, they finally get a point.
And
now if I'm Brew Crew here, I would.
Brendan McCarthy cuts the lead down to 42.
Now if I'm Brew Crew here, I don't think they have any subs, but if they did, I would get those. I would get those guys some reps, because you never know when they're going to need it.
I
mean, Matt Bush may blow an ACL.
Carter Flint and Trevor Blevins should be playing right now. That's all I'm saying.
But they're doing a great job coaching.
They are.
They're absolutely torching
But
this
they
team
also-
as they should.
Yes, but they also have Ella Pinchas and Bailey Flint.
Ella Pinches is a Pensacola State volleyball commit, so you can tell she's been doing an awesome job with the player development side as they take a 10-1 lead, and Seth Duke will be serving. And I got a chance to talk to Seth Duke before the game. He said, "I'm him."
He might be. He very well might be. Seth Duke, great guy, great music. Really miss his music career. I want it back really bad.
Well, maybe once he's married finally with his fiancee, Coach Masters, maybe he can get the music career going again, and we can all be happy.
That'd be really nice. Right now, though, I'm missing it really bad.
Do we have a mercy rule?
Hey, can somebody get me an official and tell me what the mercy rule is? Somebody give me an official.
It is 12-1. That one's going to be hit over Van. It's that, and that one is absolutely stuffed by Holden. But it's going to go out of bounds, so that point will go to Fly High. It's 12-2.
And the lead is cut down to 41. I was joking.
As head coach Garrett Haley, he can't really do anything for his team at this point. I mean, all hope is lost. I mean, they're going to have to pull the absolute greatest comeback known to man to win this game.
This is not going to be good.
That point's going to go to Brew Crew. It'll be a 13-2 lead.
Can we get subs? Can we put Carter in?
I want to see Trevor Blevins and Carter Flint go in this game, man. I mean, we need some sort of entertainment because, knowing from experience, I mean, from watching March Madness yesterday, beatdowns aren't that fun.
No.
Unless you have an association with the winning team. But if you're like me and, you're cheering for the upset, you're cheering for the underdog, they're not fun.
Yeah, this is – yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say besides I agree.
Yeah, the lead is now extended to 15-2, and we still have 4 minutes left to play, and it is now 16-2. If I'm Brew Crew, I would start serving with my opposite hand. Giving myself a challenge.
Have some fun with it here. Give them a bit of a chance. Make them think that they can come
heck,
back.
they should play with their feet at this point.
Let's play some soccer. And that ball's
That
going
one's
out.
going to be hit out of bounds. It's now 17-2.
What's up, Anthony? Anthony Harris next to us. Love the kid. It's a great kid.
He absolutely had a surge in the championship game last year for the Cops. Unfortunately, they lost to Miss Moots, but they got their get back this year in the first round.
They did.
As Lainey Chilton is going to hit that one short of the net.
And this is why she's transferring to Bentonville West. I'm just kidding. We love Lainey.
Zane Duncan going to serve that one, and
That
it's
was
going to
terrible.
go off the front of the net.
Is he playing in a button-up?
I think he is. I think that is a button-up collared shirt.
What are we doing?
It is now 18-3.
What are we doing here?
Head over by Eric Vogt. That's going to be a kill. It is now 19-3. I talked to Coach Duke about his March Madness bracket, and he said that it is in shambles, and he really needs Arkansas to win tomorrow because he has them in their sweet, and he has them in a Sweet 16.
I can't really relate right now. I'm 13-3 on my picks. I've got like a 92.7% correct pick rate right now.
Yeah, I only missed one game up until the Yale. I went 0 for 3. I went 1 for 4 to end the night. You know, Yale, UC San Diego, you know, they really cost me. I had UC San Diego, my Sweet 16. And also Utah State. Man, Utah State took a beat down last night. I really thought Tucker Anderson was going to step up for that team, but man, they just couldn't get anything going against UCLA.
That wasn't great. It was a bad one. It wasn't great. Not what I expected at all. Props to UCLA, I guess.
Yeah, they looked really good. So, but we'll see what they have in store as they will have to take on a tough Tennessee team tomorrow, which I picked to go all the way. I really have faith in Zakai Ziegler and Cade Phillips to lead that Tennessee team to the national championship. And luckily, we have a mercy rule coming to play. 25-3 is your final score. And all I got to say is I'm glad that one is over.
Yeah, that one was painful to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you, but glad it's over. Glad that the Fly High team participated, and we'll see what happens next.
Now our next game is going to be the Letdowns, which will be on the right side of your screen, led by Hunter Griffith, and they will be taking on the Block Party, who will be on the left side of your screen. Their head coach is Miss Cluck. She also plays.
She does play. Got to talk to Miss Cluck a little bit. The mindset is to play their best. They consider themselves the underdogs, but they are scarier. Their key players are Braden Tao, in the words of Miss Cluck, because he has a lot of muscle. Peyton Robinson because he's tall, and Jackson Patton because he's athletic.
Well, I'll tell you, Braden Tao will be a huge part of this team because, I mean, just look at him. He does have a lot of muscle.
He does, and you know, looking at the team they're playing against here, I think they've got it.
Hey, never say never though. We saw what happened with Miss Moots. It is March; anything can happen.
Yeah.
And by anything, I mean it could. You know, they could get upset here, or we're going to have another 25-3 win.
I think I'm leaning towards the 25-3. This is a game that I'm a little convinced is over. But you know, who cares? We're gonna have fun with it.
Yes,
we're gonna have fun with it.
I'm excited to see.
Little information for you on Tucker Anderson versus UCLA. Had 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 0 assists in 19 minutes.
Man, just a rough night for Utah State in general.
Rough night, yeah. Not a good night, but it is what it is. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Wow. Jeez.
As we are 17 seconds away from getting this one underway.
We need to get an interview. We need a guy.
We'll get him in the next game. I'm sure they'll win their next game.
No, I mean the Brew Crew.
Oh, the Brew Crew. We'll get them next game.
They're
gonna. I have faith in them. I think they're gonna go all the way. I'm gonna say it right now.
I do too.
After that performance, I think that they could go all the way.
I think the Brew Crew, the Brew Crew, if they win this game, if Block Party wins this game, they play Block Party.
You know what? Heck, we'll get him. We already got. Hey,
We'll
Coach
get Matt
Bush,
Bush
come
right
behind the
now.
desk
We'll
here.
get
Come behind the
We'll
desk.
get Matt Bush right now.
We'll get you for an interview right now.
Right now.
Yes, sir.
Hop on back.
Do you want to interview me or do you want me to?
What do you think? What would you prefer?
I'll take this one.
Okay.
And you got the next one.
Yeah,
How about that?
I like that. I like that. Yep.
Oh, we'll get Holden? All right.
He was the valuable player. I didn't do much.
I appreciate it.
I'm about team. This is NCAA tournament time. Teams win.
That's right.
There you go. I'm here with Holden Jeffries, who had one heck of a game. And, man, you guys, I mean, March is supposed to be for the Cinderellas, for the exciting moments, for those underdog teams, but y'all gave them absolutely zero hope. What did it take for a beatdown like that?
I just got to say, we had to stay locked in every moment of the game. We came out ready. I feel like there's definitely a lot of expectation on us to win, especially after Miss Smoot's team lost first round. Everyone thought it was going to go back and forth, so we just talked about it. We were like, hey, we got to stay locked in the whole time. We can't let any upsets happen to us because we deserve it, and we worked hard to get here.
We know you guys got the best path to the finals. And if y'all do get to the finals, y'all either take on the Guardians or the Teachers, which are two tough teams. Throughout the entire tournament, what is you guys' mindset? What are some changes y'all need to make, and what are some stuff y'all need to keep doing?
That's a great question. So to keep on, for what to change, I definitely say when I'm in the middle, it caused some problems for our team, which is just something that I gotta work on. Personally, I'm gonna put that on me. I know we didn't allow a few points, but the few points we did was because I wasn't used to the middle. But just going forward, our only thing is just to work on yourself. Don't worry about the other team, because as long as we execute everything to the best of our ability, then I know we'll be just fine.
All right, I'm excited to see what you guys can do going on, Holden. I appreciate it. Thank you, and good luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you. Yes, sir. It was an honor to have you. Thank you.
Well, we got a 4-3 game here, as that is a great serve there, and it is now 4-4. As man, this game may be closer than we thought it would, Cash, as we have 7:40 to go and we are all knotted up.
I agree. This is not the start I expected. As somebody just ate stuff.
And that fall down is going to cost them. And Miss Cluck and the Block Party will take a 5-4 lead.
HG being the athlete he is.
Man, he has really been leading this team. They've been having a great game so far as Jackson. Patton is going to try and hit that one over the net, but instead it goes straight down into the floor. It's 5-5. And that serve is going to go absolutely nowhere, and it is now 6-5, the Block Party right back in front.
We talk about games that, one way, they're blowouts, that get boring, like what we just saw with the Brew Crew and the Fly High team. Then you have your games that are boring because they're just close and they're not good. Unfortunately, for me right now, that's what this is. But we're hoping to spice it up.
His foot is on the line. His foot's on the line. Good call by the referee there, as that ball is hit up in the air.
That's a fly ball hit the center field. The fly ball hit the second base.
That's a fly ball hit to the pitcher, as the Block Party will take a 7-6 lead right back as we have 6:15 to go in this game. Troy Glover hits it over, and that one's hit into the ground, and it's 8-6. Glover with the serve again, and HG can't get there, and it's now 9-6. HG, I see two players on this team playing in jeans.
They're not locked in. Again, they're not locked in.
That one's going to go out of bounds. It's a 10-6 lead here for the Block Party. The winner of this game, though, will have an extremely tough matchup playing the best team in the tournament, the Brew Crew.
That'll be a hard one. That'll be a really hard one. There's not much I can say about that. That'll be a tough one. The Brew Crew, they're stacked. They're definitely stacked. That'll be a hard game.
That one's going to be hit by Troy Glover up to Miss Cluck. And that one is going to be another Point for Block Party as it's now 12-6 with 5:11 to go. Oh, and he just absolutely whiffs on that ball. And it's 13-6, an ace there from Troy Glover.
Swing and a miss. Curveball. Strike 3.
HG hits that one up in the air, and his team is going to hit that one straight into the net, and it's 14-6, and the Block Party is now on a huge, what is this? Is this a 7-0 run almost?
Something like that. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. This isn't great right now.
I think it's probably up with an 8-0 run now, as a timeout is called, as they greatly need it to stop that momentum from the Block Party. We got 4:38 to go, and it's a 15-6 lead.
You know why they're losing too?
Why?
Because they're wearing jeans.
Hey, but nothing against jeans.
No,
jeans are great.
I love jeans.
But I mean, playing in a volleyball tournament, you really got to think. I think shorts are going to be the way to go.
That's why I'm saying they're losing, because they're wearing jeans. Because you're playing a sport in a pair of jeans, and they're not even like loose, baggy jeans that you can kind of move in. Like what I've got on right now, they're loose. You know, they've got some wiggle room. Those are pretty skin tight. I don't know if I can wear those.
That's what you'd wear to church on Sunday mornings.
That is. Yeah.
That one's going to go out of bounds, and it is now 16-6. The Block Party extends their lead to 10. And that one's going to go off the referee. He hit that one off the referee, and that's a point. It will be 17-6.
Wow. Now, I want to look ahead a little bit now that our Final Four is kind of set. Not this game yet, but 3 of the 4 teams are in. Our first matchup is going to be the Guardians versus A for Effort. The Cops versus the Teachers. What do you think is going to be the outcome of that game?
Man, the Guardians look tough.
They do.
Led by, Josh Crane, Corey Briggs, and Cam Bedwell played a big part. But I think they're just going to have to stop Matt Stelting.
I agree.
He has been the star of the tournament so far. If they find a game plan to stop him, I think that they will be on a roll.
I agree. I think Stelting looks really good right now. Playing hard, being a dog. There's nothing stopping Matthew Stelting right now.
HG hits that one in the air and off the net. And it is a 17-9 lead. HG is going to get that point there. And that one's going to go out of bounds. It's 17-10. They cut it down to 7. I'm actually really excited for that Guardians versus A for Effort. That will be the next game coming up in the Final Four.
It'll be a good game. While I was talking to Stelting a little bit, I kind of asked him about, playing against Josh Crane. Josh Crane likes to talk a lot and, kind of figuring out how he's going to play against it. And basically just told me Josh just talks. He just talks a lot, of crap, trying to get things to go his way, whining about things. He's not going to let it happen. He's just going to dominate until, Josh can't say anything.
It's a great save there by Adam Fordham to keep our expensive equipment away from getting smashed by a volleyball. Shout out to Adam Fordham for doing that, man. He's been playing a big part in our stream so far.
What a game. What a game by Adam Fordham.
Troy Glover gets that one over and out of bounds, and they've cut it to 5. So we got a little bit of a comeback here by the letdowns, but, man, they're going to have to get something rolling here as we're almost to the 2-minute mark. That one goes off the net. It leads up to 6 now. It's 19-13, and we now have 2 minutes to play. Miss Cluck. And HG is going to hit that one up and setting up a spike.
Good play by Braden Tao. And
HG lays out, but he just can't get that one.
HG might have just torn his rotator cuff again.
That's not good, especially during baseball season.
No.
But HG is going to respond back with a kill there.
Yeah, he is.
It's 20-14 with 1:40 to go.
I'll tell you right now, I looked over at Brian Bearden. Bearden gave him a bit of a look. Gave him a good one of these. And that one.
That one's going to go off the side of the basketball goal.
And that
one side goal.
That one will go foul. And we will do it again. Yeah.
Except on the other side of the court.
0-2 count now.
And that's going to be an ace there. It's 22-14. We got 1:15 to go here.
What time do the Hogs play today?
They don't play today. They play tomorrow.
I meant baseball.
Oh, baseball. I do not know. I've been locked in on March Madness so far.
You know what? That's fair. I'll look it up.
What time is it right now? We got 10:01. We got an hour and 15 minutes until the first tip-off of the day for March Madness between Baylor and Mississippi State.
Hopefully we'll still be here when that game starts so we can watch it and
it won't be close. It'll be close.
It will be close. Razorback baseball starts at 6:30 tonight. At home versus South Carolina. That hopefully will be a good series for us.
Oh, yeah. South Carolina just got done playing against Oklahoma, and they lost that series.
Yeah, South Carolina is not great.
But Oklahoma also is a team to watch out for in the SEC.
Are they?
Yeah, they're ranked.
Are they really?
They were like number 18 or 13 or something.
I
The mercy rule is going to come into play as the block party reaches 25 points. So they will move on to the Final Four and take on Brew Crew. All right, Cash. Who's ready for some Final Four action?
I think I am. I'm ready for this.
As the Guardians will take on A for Effort for a spot in the finals.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I don't know what was just said over the microphone. It was something about baseball.
No, they're talking about the matchup, the next matchup.
Oh. Well, we're looking for a good matchup here. I'm looking for Matthew Stelton to come out and just absolutely dominate. But it's going to be hard because of how diverse this team is.
Oh, yeah. And, we got our first Final Four matchup ready. The 8-seed Guardians taking on the 4-seed A for Effort. And, Cash, after our first round matchups that we've seen, what player has stood out the most to you?
Man, I'm going to hop on that train. Matthew Stelton. I really like Matthew Stelton right now. He's looking dominant. He's looking aggressive. He's coming out hot. Coach Masters looks really good, but obviously because it's, former college volleyball player. Holden Jeffries looks really good. Seth Duke looks really good. Mr. Galloway looks good. He has great energy right now. Not much else I could say about that. It's just, we have a great matchup here. Two underdog teams competing against, potentially what will be a 2-seed.
And I see right here big news for the Gravette Guardians. They have Anthony warming up on the court. He played for them, and he was healthy for them in the finals last year. Got them back to tie Miss Moots' team, but unfortunately they took the fall there in last year's finals. But it's good to see he's warming up because he plays a key role for this Cops team.
Let me tell you something. I love Anthony, man. Anthony's a great kid, great, happy kid, great spirit, just what a kid.
He is a great human being. As I'm excited to see what he's going to do as he hits it over for a point there. We're still in warm-ups, though, as the clock's about to hit 0, and we will get this thing underway. As here we go. We are about ready for our first matchup here in the Final Four.
Final Four time.
The winner will get a date with either Brew Crew or the Block Party in the finals. Here we go. A for Effort, led by star player Matthew Stelting, and the Gravette Guardians, led by the Gravette Cops. As Anthony's going to hit that one over. Good play by Ian Galloway, but he can't get it. And, man, there is Anthony doing what he does as that's his damage right there as the Guardians take a 1-0 lead. He throws that one over, but it's going to come up just short. As they will get him a sub. And that point is erased off the scoreboard. Here we go, and we are underway as Miss Hilger now subbed in for A for Effort, and it looks like we have a little miscommunication. And the A for Effort's going to start off up 1-0 as we see a matchup here on the front row. Corey Briggs matched up with Matthew Stelting as you see what he can do there. And it is going to be a point as you see Edward Griffith now subbed in for the teachers. And
your father
my father, Kelby Bohannon.
What an athlete. Great guy.
Miss Lyken's going to hit that one over. Coach Bearden over to Coach Stelting, hits that one over. Miss Lyken's going to hit it back. And Josh Crane tries a little flick. We'll see if he tries to argue this call. Yeah, it looks like he got mad about the set there for Officer Megara.
Try to get a little razzle-dazzle there with the...
And you see Matthew Stelting serving here. This could be some damage right here as Miss Likens does a good job hitting that one over. And she does it again. Mr. Briggs hits it over and gets the kill. It's now 2-2 here. As looks like Josh Crane will be serving here for the Cops.
This could either be really good or really bad. No in between here. No in between.
Crane hits it over. Malott over. Good play there by Mr. Briggs. Bohannon. So Bearden as they'll set it up to Cameron Bedwell, but you don't want to hit it to Matt Stelting because that right there can happen. But good job by Mr. Malott. And Mr. Briggs does a great job there getting the kill. And it's now 3-2.
Nothing you can do there. Right guy in the right spot. Nothing you really do about that.
No. Crane over and a miscommunication there. Miss Hilger can't really get there, and the Cops extend their lead to 2.
Brody, who would you say is going to be a better college athlete, you or your dad?
Man, you're just looking at two totally different types of players. My dad played linebacker, and he played first base in college. Right now, I'm looking to be a punter and a pitcher. So you're comparing two different types of athletes.
You really are, yeah. Give me Brody Bohannon. Give me Brody Bohannon.
You're the specialist.
Give me Brody. Give me the specialist, man.
Looks like we have Corey Briggs will be serving here for the Cops. That's a great job there.
Josh Crane losing his hat. Smart play by Brian Bearden, lets the ball go out.
That one will go out of bounds, and it is now a 3-point lead here as Corey Briggs will serve again. Oh, great play there by Bohannon, and Stelting will hit it. And the Cops have another miscommunication. It's 6-4 with about 7 minutes to go. Briggs over the net. Miss Likens can't get there. It's 7-4. Oh, lucky bounce there over the net, and the Guardians extend their lead 8-4.
It's not looking good for A for effort.
The effort's just not there right now.
No.
They don't look like themselves right now.
They've moved Coach Stelting to the back row. I don't know.
They need him in the front, spiking
do.
on people. What a play by Mr. Griffith as he cuts it down to 3. It's a great job. No look or tap there over the net. Bohannon over to Briggs, who returns it. Megara hits that one over. Bohannon sets it up to Bree, who's in the game now. Cameron Bedwell over. Mr. Malott can't really get that one going. And it's 9-5 as Cameron Bedwell will go back to serving. Cameron Bedwell does go to my youth group, and we do play volleyball pretty often. And, man, he is actually a pretty decent player for considering someone who plays, you know, other sports besides volleyball.
Cameron Bedwell, kind of just an athlete. You know, used to be a 3-sport athlete, quit basketball. Now he's starting quarterback in football, starting shortstop in baseball. He's just an athlete, man.
And he's also a great human, too.
He is. Great guy.
Bree hits that one over. Good block. Malott up in the air, and Crane's going to reset it for the Cops. And Malott gets that one over. What a lucky bounce, and it's back down to 3.
That was a good one. That was good back and forth right there.
That was a great job there. And Mr. Griffith will be serving now. Let's hit over to Bedwell. He's one dude that you don't want to hit it to. Oh, what a awesome play there by Coach Bearden as Griffith takes a fall. If you're A for effort, who are you targeting here on this Cops team? Because really all of them have good talent and they all got some size to them.
I would almost take Crane. I would take either Crane or honestly Bearden.
Yeah, there are a lot of They got size and athletes to them. You got Brian Bearden, who is a Division I college pitcher. You got Officer Megara, who is an all-state offensive lineman. You got Corey Briggs, who played college baseball. And you got Cameron Bedwell, who is Cameron Bedwell.
Not to mention Corey Briggs playing on the Team USA
Team
slow
USA
pitch
slow
softball
pitch team. Yeah, this dude is playing for Team USA here. I mean, not in volleyball, but an athlete is an athlete.
Yeah. Now, if I had to pick, I would probably go either Bearden or Crane. Bearden's here for the little lackadaisy stuff. Like if something just happens to come his way, he'll go for it. But if he's not gonna lay out, make a diving play for you.
Yeah, and that one's gonna go out of bounds here, so it's back down to a 3-point game. Coach Stelting is now serving. Really, the A for effort really needs that. Cameron Bedwell out of bounds.
And we now have a 1-point game.
It is down to 1, 11-10. One more point, we're all knotted up, and Stelting is the guy you want serving in this situation.
By the way, Coach Bearden, career 8 ERA.
8 ERA is not pretty.
No.
It is now 11-11. Coach Stelting putting his team back in the game, and now they're back in the lead. And it's 12-11. As you see here, Coach Stelting having his March moment. Back to Stelting, and he hits it to Bedwell. Malott also playing a really good key role here in this teacher's team, as Breeze is going to hit it up to Corey Briggs, and Briggs hits it out of bounds, and it's up to a 2-point lead with 2:40 to go here in the ball game.
What a comeback. What a comeback by A for effort. The effort's starting to pull through.
Bearden yelling out, but Megara hits it. And Miss Likens making a good play there. Coach Stelting!
Oh my goodness.
What an awesome play, and they go back to Stelting, and he just hits it out. Man, what an awesome play there.
Hey, somebody give Stelting a gold star for effort.
He needs a gold star.
He needs a gold star.
He is putting some awesome effort, putting his team back into the lead as Josh Crane will now serve for the Cops.
This is A for effort, man.
Malott can't really get that one in bounds, and we're all knotted up at 13 with 2 minutes to go, with a spot in the finals on the line, as Coach McEwen is going to call a timeout here.
And I believe
where's Coach Jones? He was coaching them last game.
I'm not sure. This is Coach McEwen's flu game, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he had some bad migraines last night, I saw during the West game.
He'll be all right.
A for effort back out onto the court, getting ready here in the final 2 minutes. We will decide the first team in the finals. How many viewers we got on the stream here? 23? Okay. We got Sasha Copeland in here. Shout out to her. She takes great sports pictures of our athletes. And the Cops will now take the lead. Oh, that goes out of bounds. So we are all knotted up at 14 as Miss Likens will be serving. Brooklyn Likens has been also doing an awesome job keeping her team in the game, as she was a high school volleyball player for the Lions back in her high school days, as Coach Bohannon will put it on Corey Briggs.
Clutch moment. Clutch play by Kelby Bohannon.
Oh, and look at Coach Stelting get up for that ball.
He's so shifty. The name the name Matthew Stelting is just, it's got aura. It's got aura.
Just like the McNeese manager. Shout out to the McNeese Cowboys. I got them in my Sweet 16, and they had an awesome game against Clemson yesterday.
Mark my words, that is a Final Four team.
Oh, yeah.
Mark my words, that is a Final Four team.
If there is a 12 seed to go to the Final Four, it will be McNeese.
It wills. It wills.
We have a tie game here, 15-15, with under a minute to go. Oh, and Stelting can't get that one. They take a 1-point lead with 47 seconds. Bree in the air. Griffith to Mr. Malott. Can't tip it over. It's a 2-point lead with 30 seconds to go. And now the Guardians are going to stall. Stelting out of bounds, and that will do it.
Folks, the 8 seed's going to the finals.
As that one will be served over to Bree. Stealthing making a good play. In the air with 5. And the Cops will hit it to Bohan, who gets the kill. But time's going to run out, and Cinderella is still dancing on to the finals. The Guardians will be playing in the championship game. The 8 seed, who we thought wouldn't even make it out of the first round, is now still dancing.
Cinderella story here, man. Big old Cinderella story.
As here we go, we got the match to meet them in the finals. The 2-seeded Brew Crew and the 3-seeded Block Party.
I've got my prediction. What do you got?
I'm going to take the Brew Crew by
That's what I'm thinking.
probably by like 10 maybe.
I'm gonna go 13.
I like that prediction. I really like this Brew Crew team, man. They are going to be one tough team to beat. They got talent all over the court. Heck, even the coaches, if they get subbed in, they'll have some talent.
I agree. Not to mention, what could have been potentially their best player is not even, dressed out right now in Ella Pinchas.
Oh, yeah. She has been put on the player development side of things. But if she was on this team,
that would be scary.
they would be dangerous.
That would be scary.
I mean,
I think if we had a 1-2 seed where they not like us stayed in it, I think if Ella Pinchas was put in the game, it wouldn't have stood a chance.
Yeah,
Honestly, now that I think about it.
With the way They Not Like Us was playing, I don't think they'd have a chance against this Brew Crew roster on the floor right now.
I don't agree. I agree with that. And honestly, now that I think about it, when Holden was talking about the surprise, I'm starting to think that the surprise was Ella was going to come play if they saw They Not Like Us in the championship.
That could have been the surprise, but hey, I don't think they need her at this point. I think if they keep playing the way they're playing, they have a cakewalk to win the championship.
I agree. I don't see this team, and I definitely don't see the Cops stopping Laney Chilton, Coach Masters, and Holden Jeffries. Now, one thing I will say about Miss Moots' team, Drake Madison looked really good today.
Drake Madison did look like a great player. We could potentially see him be recruited onto the Brew Crew next year.
I think he should. I
think that would be an awesome pickup for them.
I'm gonna be honest. Miss Moots not going the NIL route here kind of took a big loss.
It did cost them, and you see here in the new era of sports and NIL, the teams with that NIL seem to be better. Ohio State, you saw in football, one of the most expensive rosters, and they won the national championship.
Yeah. You know who I think is going to make a deep run again because of all the money they got for being an independence team?
Who is that?
Notre Dame.
Oh,
Notre Dame I think will be scary next year because they took in a whole $20 million to themselves.
That is
for
insane.
NIL money. Themselves. They didn't split it because they're not a conference. To themselves.
Yeah, that TV contract gives them a lot of money, and they are going to use it to be good. I wouldn't want to play Notre Dame next year. That one's going to go out of bounds, and the Brew Crew will strike first.
Off of Trevor Blevins.
The coach.
Coach Bearden is trying to say that touch the player went out of bounds.
Well, technically he is in Jersey. He's just not in play.
Correct.
Coach Duke to Coach Masters. Soon to be Coach Duke. Mrs. Coach Duke.
Yes. It's very true. When's the wedding?
I don't know.
I don't either.
We need an invite.
I would like one. I'd like to comment.
Troy Glover.
Troy Glover takes a ball to the face like he did in the JV game last night.
Man, that reminds me of that one YouTube video with Scott Sterling and the volleyball. Have you ever seen that?
No.
You got to look it up, man. If you know what I'm talking about. Scott Sterling playing for University of North Carolina in a volleyball game, and he gets hit in the face 5 times in one play.
Wow.
And there is a great job there. And it is now 2-1 as the Block Party is going to try and get something rolling here. Over to Coach Masters, and yep, that's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. That is now 3-1. Yeah, the head coach of the Gravette Lady Lions volleyball team is going to cause some issues for the opponents.
Wow. The more I think about it, I'm going to be honest with you, Brody, the more I think Ella Pinchas is going to play this championship game.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think they need her.
They don't, but I think they'll play her anyways.
Just for that senior, that one last ride. For
One,
her.
yeah.
The last dance.
Yeah.
It is 4-1 now, the Brew Crew. And they are looking solid right now as that one's in the air, and it will go over to Miss Cluck. And that one is spiked into the net, so it's 4 hits, though. It doesn't matter. It's 5-1. Man, I'm really thinking the Brew Crew can maybe win this game with their eyes closed.
I think this 3 seed got the 3 seed. You know, I don't know how they got the 3 seed. How did they get the 3 seed again?
Because they're the third best team in the tournament. At what we thought. Obviously, the Guardians have looked awesome.
Yeah. Let's find a comparison game here for you.
Oh, that one is awesome kill there by Coach Masters at 7-1.
Oh, here's a good example for you. This will be a Drake Texas Tech game. Round of 32.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually very excited for that matchup. I think that would be a great game.
I'm going to be honest. I really think Drake will pull out with that one.
I picked Drake to win that game.
Texas Tech did not look very good against UNC Wilmington. They really didn't.
No.
That game, they only won by 10, but that game was a 4-point game forever.
Yeah. And UNC Wilmington is probably the worst 14 seed in the tournament.
Yeah. Because the other 14 seeds you have are Troy.
And Montana put up a fight yesterday against a red-hot Wisconsin team.
They did. Who else do we have at a 14? Are those the only 2 14s?
14 that's played. Lipscomb plays Iowa State today.
Oh, okay.
That's actually the second game on today, I believe. Or it's the third. It's during school. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Masters with the serve. And nothing going there for Jackson Patton. He wanted no business of that. And it's now 9-3. Can we get Coach Duke on here during the game? They'll be missing a player.
Yeah. If they get to 12, we should. 12-3, we'll get them.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, if it gets to 12-3, come do an interview.
Yeah, he agreed to it. And that one is Lainey Chilton not even trying there. I would get her a sub if I were
I'd get
you.
her a sub. Hey, JD, go.
I put JD Beam in there.
Hey, JD, go.
That one's hit to Coach Duke. It's
good,
up in the air to
JD.
Coach Bush. Over to Lainey Chilton.
There you go.
And it is blocked. Man, she doesn't look like herself right now.
No, she doesn't. Lainey Chilton trying to be too nonchalant right now.
Well, nonchalant is costing them their lead. They cut it to 5 now. And it's hit to her again, and she passes it to Coach Masters. Oh, that may go out. And it is.
Good communication by Eric Vogt.
Good call there by Sydney Kildow, as that was pretty obvious, though.
Good, JD.
JD in the bleachers after a first-round exit.
Where's JD Beam?
He's over there in the bleachers.
JD.
That one's hit up in the air. Coach Bush will pass it. Oh, not pass it. He's going to hit it to the other side. We're on the side here toward the end of the court, so we don't have the best of angles. What a play there by Coach Masters. Up to Chilton, to Eric Vogt. And that's an awesome job there by Eric Vogt. He didn't hit it cleanly, but it's going to work. And it's now 12-5.
And it is now at 12, so I think Duke needs to come do an interview. Braden Tao just absolutely got sniped.
Yeah, he hit the floor pretty hard there. It's 13-5.
Yeah, he did. Call me T-Pain.
Holden Jeffries with another serve. That one is going to go way out.
Coach Duke! Coach Duke! Coach Duke! Coach Duke!
We need to get Coach Duke here for an interview. I mean, I think they got a pretty big lead.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll need him.
Yeah, they don't need him. They've got Carter Flint.
Put Carter Flint in the game.
Put Carter Flint in the game.
I mean, his ACL is fine.
Yeah. Low key.
Matt Bush will now be serving. It is 15-6. That one's going to be way out. Nice catch by the ref. As it is now 16-6. That's a 10-point lead. All right, we actually need to get Coach Duke over here for a mid-game interview.
Yeah.
Should we run out on the court?
Coach Duke! Coach Duke!
Get his attention. Hurry, we need to get them over here before they get to 25.
Coach Duke!
Y'all are fine.
You're fine.
That one's going to be hit out of bounds.
It's 18-7. He won't come do an interview.
It is 19-6. It's 19-6. That one's going to be launched. 20-6 now.
Somebody in the comments said he's here for the guy commentating.
That's you.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Shout out to Shot by Cash Media.
I don't know who that guy
for tuning into the stream.
Who is that guy?
I don't know. I've never heard of him. I heard he's horrible at taking pictures.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I've seen his stuff. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, he should quit his job, honestly.
He really should. He really should.
That one's going to go out of bounds, and it's now 22-6. 23-6, excuse me. Shot by Cash. What is your? We need Shot by Cash. What is your favorite chicken strip? We need to see what he says.
That's a good question.
Let's see what he says. My favorite chicken strip is from Popeyes. Dude, Popeyes is actually very underrated. Popeyes doesn't deserve the hate they get.
I know. They're actually really good.
I know. I like Popeyes.
I like Popeyes.
Have you ever had their frozen strawberry lemonade?
No.
You need to get the frozen strawberry lemonade next time you go there. It is a deadly combo.
Have you ever had the strawberry Fanta?
Yes, dude. I got that at Panda Express the other day.
Dude.
That was actually really good. As that is the 25th point, and this one is over with a snap of a finger. So
Now,
we head to the finals, where we have Brew Crew and the Guardians.
Yeah, unfortunately, this one was kind of expected. You think Coach Duke will come do an interview now?
Yes, probably.
Hope so. So I'm very much so expecting to see Ella Pinch's put.
What's up? One.
I'm very much so expecting
There's
to see
JD
Ella
Beam.
Pinch's. Good, JD. Attaboy.
All right, so we are just about ready for the finals.
And I'm eager to see if. No. Hey, are y'all putting Ella in the game? Are y'all putting Ella in the game?
We want Ella Pinches in the game.
Why? Hey, were y'all going to if you played Moots? I think they were.
So it looks like we have the coin toss at midcourt or something like that. Oh, it looks like we're shooting. Oh, and Trevor just airballed. Looked like the University of Kansas last night.
It's great. It's great. Hey, Shot by Cash just said Brody Bohannon's a really good football player.
Well, I think you Shot by Cash Media. I just kicked the ball, but I take that to heart. I appreciate it.
I'm sure he'd be proud of you.
I'm sure he is. Shot by Cash, who does Shot by Cash Media think is going to win this game? Can you give us that in the chat, Shot by Cash Media? We want to know who's going to win this game. I think I have an idea.
He says Brew Crew.
Brew Crew, okay. There you go. Here we go. For all the marbles, the Brew Crew will be taking on the Gravette Guardians for the championship.
I agree. He says they can't stop Coach Masters.
Yeah, I think Coach Masters is going to be a huge problem if the Cops want to at least have a shot. They got to stop Masters first. And Josh Crane versus Coach Masters is not the matchup you want in the front row.
Nope.
I bet he'll have a fun time with that.
This will be great. I'm going to hear a lot of trash talk, and I'm all here for it. I really am. Brian Bearden is already yelling. I'm not too fond of that.
Here we go for all the marbles. We are underway with Cameron Bedwell serving it and set up to Masters, and she Hits it over there, and it's a good job getting it to the other side by the Cops. Back up to Masters. Good job by Cameron Bedwell.
I'm glad you can see.
Oh, awesome job by Holden Jeffries, and they take a 1-0 lead here in the finals. Looks like the championship's going to be a 15-minute game.
Officer Crane looks flabbergasted right now.
Which is weird because they've had a 1-game break.
Yeah, that is true.
Crane gets it short of the net, and it's a quick 2-0 start here for the Brew Crew. There's the serve over to Corey Briggs, who hits it up. And, Masters tries to jump with Crane, but he gets a nice block there, and the Guardians are on the board. It's 2-1. That one's set over to Duke, to Coach Masters.
And that's out.
And that is out. And the Guardians have tied things up at 2.
Wow.
That's over to Eric Vogt, who passes it to Coach Duke. Just flicks it over the net, over to Chilton. Duke gonna set up Bush. That's sky high in the air and off the speakers. And the Guardians have came back and taken the lead.
Wow. This is, wow. This is getting interesting.
That one is way up in the air. Masters gonna hit that to Duke. And then over to Jeffries. That one is out. And it's a 4-2 lead, and the Guardians starting to turn some heads here early.
This is interesting. Ella Pinchas might need to come in the game.
That one's hit to Coach Duke, over to Masters. Just taps it over. Still up in the air, and it's a awesome job there by the Guardians. Coach Duke just couldn't block that one, and it's 5-2.
This 8 seed is coming in right now. Shot by Cash says this is not good.
This is not good. That is a really high serve by, oh my goodness, Coach Masters with an awesome kill there.
See, now we might be locked back in.
Yep. That's what the Brew Crew needed. They need momentum there, as Megara with his sky-high serves, he was just hitting it right to Masters, asking for them to set up a hit. Coach Duke with the serve over there. Good return there by Coach Bearden, and
Eric Vogt.
Eric Vogt with a not the best pass, and it's back to a 3-point lead here for the Guardians. The Brew Crew just not looking like themselves right now, just the mindless mistakes.
Yeah, I think they're letting Brian Bearden intimidate him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they're letting Crane. I think they're letting Bearden intimidate him, and this is not good.
Crane over, and the serve is going to go out of bounds. Good job by Eric Vogt letting that one go, and it's 6-4. Now Coach Masters will be serving. Oh, Megara is going to hit that one, and Bedwell is just
Cameron.
Cameron Bedwell.
My goodness, Valentine.
Oh, that is not
the shot of the moment.
That is not the take you want right there. You want to set something up, and Bedwell just, I don't know what he was thinking. That's a great job by Crane and Megara. Looks like a curveball right there. He just swung and missed. And Crane's not happy about it, and we're all tied up with 11 minutes to go.
Goodness.
Masters to Megara. They do a good job setting that up. Good job by Jeffries, who's just over by the net, and that's 4. And so the Cops will go up 7-6. As I like the setup there by Jeffries. It was just a little too close to the net, and Chilton just couldn't get that one.
I agree.
That's Bush over, but Megara's going to set up to Briggs, to Cameron Bedwell. And that one's going to go to Coach Masters. What a block by Briggs, but it goes into the stratosphere out of bounds, and it's 7-7. Served by Jeffries. And, oh, that's a good heads-up play there. Jeffries will pass it to Bush, and they'll set something up, but it's unsuccessful. Masters will now set up Eric Vogt, and the Cops can get something going here. Oh, a little quick tap there, and it's now 8-7, so the Cops take the lead back. I like the way the Guardians are playing right now. They're really catching the Brew Crew off guard. You can tell that they're not expecting anything like this. And McGarr just stuffs Bush. Crane in the air. Good save. They got to get it over. And
oh, my goodness,
Officer Crane just ducks for safety as the ball was about to smoke him in the head. And it's now 8-8.
Crane definitely should have gone for that. 100% he should have gone for that.
Bush with the serve. That's inbounds.
That's got to be in.
No, that's in.
That's got to be in. That's a terrible call, Blue.
That was in.
That's a terrible call, Blue.
I don't like that call.
I don't either.
That one's up in the air, and it will be hit over to the Cops. Megara's going to tap it to the other side. Good play there by Masters. And they'll set up Laney Chilton. And, oh, that is an awesome play by Eric Vogt. And that will tie up the game.
Call that a cutter. Oh, no, that's a two-seam.
Yeah,
that's a two-seam.
That's got some run to it.
That's some two-seam arm side run stuff.
Yeah. Now Chilton will be serving.
Did he mean to do that? Not at all.
No. Oh, good play there. Bearden will try and set up a fan in the bleachers, and unfortunately, the fans in the bleachers are not playing.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest here with you, Brody, and I didn't know this until now. This big crowd we have right here, they're not in the game.
No.
They're not playing.
I think they're just here to skip class, and I don't blame them.
I don't either.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do some schoolwork either.
Nope.
Score is now 9-11 in the Brew Crew's favor, as Chilton is still serving. She's doing an outstanding job right now, as McGarr is going to tap that over to Chilton. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, McGarr just had no mercy for human life there, as they now cut it to 1 with 7:40 to go here. Bedwell caught the bottom end of that ball.
And Bedwell makes it 2.
The backspin is not going to help it, and it's 12-10 as Vogt will be serving now. Vogt in the air. Briggs will set up Bearden. Back out, and with the power of friendship, they get that one over, and it's now 12-11. And McGarr will be serving with about 7 minutes to go. Duke sets up Masters. Oh my goodness. What an outstanding spike there, and it's now 13-11. As soon as this Brew Crew team sees life in the Guardians, they stomp on it. And Guardians can't get anything going there. Holden Jeffries, what an outstanding hit there. And they now extend the lead to 3, 14-11. Bedwell is going to set up a play there. Good job there by Bush. Oh my.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping that.
Jeez.
And Masters absolutely destroys that one.
Goodness.
Bearden is going to hit. Bush is going to hit that one up, and Bedwell is going to hit that one way out of bounds, and the lead's now up to 4. Pretty comfortable lead here for the Brew Crew, but we've seen teams blow it all tournament.
Yeah. Hey, you made a bad choice going in the back.
Oh,
geez,
horrible
Bearden.
set.
Man, and Briggs was just talking about getting beat up, and that's not helping him at all.
No.
As Coach Bearden would proclaim that as selfish.
Yeah. We got a 5-point lead here from the Brew Crew, but we've seen teams blow leads all tournament.
I'm going to be honest with you, Brody. With how this Cop team is, playing individually right now, it's not going to happen.
Bush hits that one over as Bedwell will try and set up Crane, and he just... and
Edward Griffith wants a timeout.
Yeah, he wants a timeout.
I think Josh Crane needs a sub. I think he needs a sub. He's scared.
We gotta watch
out
on the stream. He's
scared of the ball right now.
I mean, he took what the firefighter said: stop, drop, and sit down.
I need a screenshot of that. Command Shift 3.
Go ahead and clip that.
I'm gonna go ahead and crop that.
You got to put that on the Shot by Cash Media
This-
page. We need like an edit of that.
No, but I'm not Shot by Cash Media.
You're not?
No.
So
no.
is it, wait.
I'm
so is
I'm commentating right now. How could I be Shot by Cash Media?
you're telling me that there's another Shot by Cash?
There's only one Shot by Cash. But there's only one Shot by Cash. But the thing is it's not me because he's typing in the chat and I'm right here.
Maybe someone's hacking.
I don't know.
I think you're getting hacked.
But it's not. It was never me.
Then who was it?
I don't know.
Dude, that's not good.
Yeah. See, look, he said, yeah, he's not me.
Dude, I don't know who it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shout
Regardless, I have a screenshot.
Well, shout out to Shot by Cash because he knows ball. He's been saying some good things in the chat about the Brew Crew and Popeyes.
I like Popeyes just like him. You know, I think this tournament deserves a Barstool post.
18-11 is our score here. The Brew Crew starting to pull away with 4:41 to go.
Oh my goodness!
Golly.
Hold the Jeffries. On his head, hold the Jeffries.
Folks, this is getting out of hand.
Give him a technical foul. Call it.
That was disrespectful.
That man
has a family.
Oh my goodness. Mama.
This
There goes that man.
This is getting out of hand. It is now a 9-point lead here with 4 minutes to go.
Mama. There goes that man.
Bearden over. You don't want to let them set something up again.
Coach Bearden with the spike.
Bearden's gonna
I didn't know
finally
we could
get
get
them
up like that.
Bearden's finally gonna stop the run here as the Brew Crew went on a nice 9-0 run. The Guardians gonna finally get back on the board.
Bearden's tired right now.
Yeah, you can tell.
Bearden's tired.
As Jeffrey's going to try and save something. That one comes up just short, and it's down to 7. But it might be too little too late.
I think it might be.
Masters in the air. Oh, heads up. That's coming back to us.
Oh!
Nice job, Mr. Bagley, with the save. My Chromebook was in danger there.
Don't hit my camera. Yo!
21-13 is our score here.
Good save by
this
Mr.
game's
Bagley
getting way
over
out of
here.
hand.
Jeez.
22-13.
Oh. What do you think's for lunch today?
Hopefully some March Madness.
Nice.
Yeah. Two very valuable things. Mr. Bagley saving the camera and his coffee.
It's a very massive
Which
save.
one is $2,000 as one is $20, but hey, both are valuable.
That's a massive save.
What a save. No one's going to go out of bounds, and folks, we may need a final score alert soon. It's now a 10-point lead, and the Brew Crew is now 1 point away from taking the title. Bedwell up in the air. Briggs to Bush. Masters will set up Chilton. And that one is unsuccessful for the Guardians, and the Brew Crew assert dominance and will take their first championship in program history.
What a game. What a tournament in general. It's a
Awesome
great
tournament. Now we'll get an interview out here outside the table so we can stand with them.
And the winner of the 2025 volleyball tournament is the Brew Crew. Head back to third hour.
waiting for an interview. Oh, hey guys. Cash here. Yeah, we got Coach Masters. Do you want it or do I got it? Okay. My papers.
Oh gosh,
Can
it's
I?
gonna be sweaty. I'm sorry.
All right, so I'm here with the clear MVP of the tournament, Coach Masters. Now, Coach, we came into this tournament. It was between you and Moots, obviously. After they took a quick first-round exit to this 8-seed Guardians team, did you feel like you had it in the bag, or did you think was there any lack of confidence there?
I mean, we were just overall a really confident team. I mean, of course, we knew we were going to have to go out and play the game, but we were just ready to play. And I know our entire team and our coaches and our managers, they really showed up. And then shout out to Seven Brew Corporation for donating these awesome jerseys for us. I mean, we won this game for Seven Brew, if we're being honest.
They did.
Yeah.
If you had to say anything to your opponents, possibly Josh Crane for being loudmouth, trying to do anything like that, what would you say to him? What would you say?
Well, I just say, see us next year.
Mr. Crane, do you have anything to add?
I usually don't pat myself on the back, but did you see her try to spike it on me?
Hey.
Hey, but did you see our defender get it up? It wasn't a point.
Yeah, that's because I blew out knee on Beard's foot.
Dude, you went full on stop, drop, and roll. Like you went firefighter, dude.
I'm not no firefighter. Good job.
Thank you. Good game. Good game.
Good job.
Well, that's all we got. Congrats to the Brew Crew for winning this tournament. And
Yeah. Thank you, Seven Brew.
we'll see you later.
Let's go.
Thank you.